Wow, we are live. Y'all just don't know how much it takes to get this thing to act right, to get it to go live. It should not be this complicated. We are live, Cancer. This is for you. Week of October 29th through November 4th. Had to had to fight to get to y'all today. Had to fight. It's all right though. We'll get our messages out today. Need to form my Cancer. Coming behind that lovely full moon. See what energy we got going on for you, Cancer, for the week. Then we'll pull some oracle cards, probably. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Not quite sure if that is in reverse. Let's see how the reading goes, and we'll come back to that Queen of Swords. Right now, I have in the top row starting off 4 cups, Towers in reverse, and the King of Swords is in reverse. Not happy about an offer, Cancer, that came to you? Something that you turned down, something that either was not offered to you that you expected to be offered to you. The Tower's falling down in reverse, an emotional thing. I see it was the 4 of Cups. It was something emotionally fulfilling that you wanted, but it didn't work out the way you planned it. And so I feel like, Cancer, you're taking a different approach. This looks like past energy being on the top row. You decided to take a different approach to how you once felt about a certain situation. Maybe you didn't love it at first when it was first presented to you, but now after that Tower moment, you're feeling, like maybe you changed your mind with this King of Swords in reverse. You're feeling like, yeah, you were looking at it completely wrong. Once that Tower fell, it gave you a new understanding, which made you change your understanding. All right, dropping down to the second row, I have the King of Pentacles in reverse, have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and I have the Lovers upright. So I really do feel like what you were holding on to, what you thought you wanted before, you quickly came to understand after this Tower moment why it was no good for you. Be this a job or a relationship or something that you wanted. It was something that you wanted or you thought you wanted, Cancer. And after this Tower moment allowed you to have that foundation fall down, allow you to see what was logically in your best interest, I think you saw that was imbalanced with the 6 of Pentacles being in reverse. I think you saw that was very imbalanced and that there's something better for you. There was a better choice for you there. Dropping down to the bottom row, I have the 9 of Cups. There's a wish there, along with the Wheel of Fortune, along with the 5 of Wands. So I got you wishing on, I feel like something better. There's something better here after this disappointment, after this Tower moment, after you logically really got to see what it is you were wishing for. The Wheel of Fortune did spin in your favor towards something maybe unexpected, something that you were fighting against, refusing even at some point, and it turned out to be the very thing you were wishing for. Let's get clarity. There was a Tower moment, though. It fell. I see it. I see that it fell. And I really want to say it caused you to go through some emotional things. Some emotional feelings came out. This Lovers card is out here. There was a choice between 2 lovers. And the Wheel of Fortune spun towards the one that was better for you, or the situation that was more emotionally fulfilling for you. Yeah, you went from something that was not a well-planned You went from something that was not stable, let's just say that it wasn't a good stable thing there, to a little bit of rejoicing, all in the same little cycle here. I feel the change off coming though. The change off coming from the disappointment here. The tower's right behind that. That tower fell on whatever it was you were emotionally disappointed on, whatever was imbalanced to you, making you feel unstable, not grounded. But you wished for something better here. You wished for something much better. And the Wheel of Fortune did spin in your favor towards something better. And then with this Lover's card out here, along with that Ace of Pentacles being in reverse, came out the Three of Cups, which is victory to me, rejoicing, celebrating after maybe the back and forth of a situationship instead of relationship. Maybe it was just the who do I, or which way should I go? If this is a love relationship, I'm feeling like it was kind of two people involved and there was a choice that you had to make. Two of Wands. This is who you want to work with. And the person that you were working with, I feel like, was the imbalance. But maybe it's the person who did have your heart at some point. But you weren't getting cooperation. Because there was no stability. There was no stability. There was stress at some point with that old relationship. There was stress with the old situation. That's why the tower had to fall, or the tower wouldn't have failed. That's why the tower had to fall. It was either imbalance. Here's the Temperance. It was in reverse. So there was imbalance going on here. And that cycle couldn't continue with the imbalance. It had to, that's why the tower had to fall. The World card in reverse. That's why the tower had to fall. The cycle couldn't be completed in that manner. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The maturity level, I feel like, was not there. The stability definitely wasn't there, and the maturity level of how that, either that person or that situation fit into your life, I feel like it wasn't there. But after the tower fell, I feel like the choice became clear to you. That you desired more balance. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Hey, how are you today? Good. I think so. That's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing you're going from Cancer, a toxic relationship, to a more grounded, solid Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor. I feel like there's something better coming for you. If it has not came to you, if you did not have the choice already, I feel like you will be seeing something that appears to be more balanced for you, because that other situation was not. Yes, sir. You were carrying others' load here. This is carrying others' loads. This is carrying more. This is doing way more for others than they do for you. And a lot of us are good-hearted and we get burned this way because we are people of integrity and want to give like we should from the heart, as we should. When we care and we love, we give. But when the other person is using or taking advantage of that, then it does not build us up at that point. Doing this actually weighs us down. King of Swords. Again, this is logically, you saw the difference. So you became the King of Swords during this when you logically saw that it was a bad situation for you. And that's what moved it. Yeah, judgment was made on that. The back and forth, the juggle was in reverse. Judgment was made on it. There is no more juggling of that situation there. I feel like judgment has been made on that situation. And now let's see what the new energy is moving forward. For Cancer, what is the new energy moving forward? All right. We got a milestone being reached here. Because that love situation, Page of Cups, did not go well. It's an immature type of love situation here. But what you're trying to do is reach a milestone with someone, is to get somewhere here. And that is reaching a milestone with the Four of Wands. That is what is coming next, as it has outlined for Cancer, along with the Moon card coming in. And this is in reverse, because I feel like it wants you to rely more on your intuition. Maybe we base, who we pursue our love interests based off, I don't know, different things in your life. You could always have chosen who to date based off things. But as we evolve and as we grow, certain qualities get more important. And definitely this balance keeps coming right back up. This is Six of Pentacles. This reciprocity right here. This is give and take, equal give and take. Not that we have to be always tit for tat and looking for, counting for, you do exactly as I do, or I did this, so now you owe me. But we pretty much know when we're being taken advantage of, and when someone's not giving in the relationship, when we're working too hard to the point where it tires us out. Been building up those pentacles all by yourself in a relationship. There should be some reciprocity there. There should be someone else building up those pentacles with you. I feel like that is what's coming to you, Cancer. Ace of Cups. King of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups. A new emotional foundation here being set up for you down the line. And you may feel here, just in your head a whole lot. Seven of Swords. Just trying to figure it all out, and don't beat yourself up about how you got, because that's what he does in this one to me. Just always, how did I get got like that? How did I get got? The birds are playing with the swords. We all get got. We all get got sometimes when you're a good, earnest-hearted person just trying to do for others, and you expect that the other person is as good-hearted as you, and you get a rude awakening sometimes. Six of Swords. Here's the clarity. Here's picking up your swords. Nobody's playing with them anymore here. Picking them up here and going towards your own intuition, your own insight, your own light of what is good for you emotionally. You're walking towards that, Cancer. Good reading, good reading. It's all about living and learning and growing. And once we see something, the strength. Once we figure out we've been getting done like this, then the strength on us should come in. If these two come out together, the strength on us should come in. Queen of Wands, who's got all the know-how on her, all the strength, all the power, all the wisdom. She embodies all that energy. So once you figure out, it becomes very easy. Once you figure out, and no, this is not even here, I'm getting taken advantage of more so than I feel good about this, then it's time to assert that strength. And right up under that, the Chariot is moving. It's moving. And it's moving. I mean, she clearly is directing that Chariot. She's in control of that Chariot. You're in control of which way you want to go with this. There's a light side and there's a dark side. So getting out of toxic situations, definitely choosing the right side. You want to keep going with that one and avoiding that temptation, because that devil energy, that temptation to, just hang in there. If I try a little bit more, going back and forth at those moments. Well, maybe if I wait a little longer, if I try a little harder, those type of moments. Sometimes we talk ourselves into doing this a whole lot more. And you keep talking yourself into that, and that's where you stay. That's where you stay. Ended up, I'm going to pull a Soulful Woman card. It is for my fellas too. When we're dealing with emotions, I like to pull a Soulful Woman card to see where we're at. Gotta flip it for the Cancer. Gave you 3. I don't want to take all of those. Let's shuffle one more time. I don't know how I feel about that. One more time for my Cancers for the week. There we go. There we go. Infinite Self. My infinite self dwells in the sweetness of this very moment. And I think this is getting to an inner peace here. As butterflies are always about the change and the transformation. And you are just transitioning from out of something negative into something positive, but in between the next thing coming and that old thing closing, I think there's just a peace that comes across you. Infinite self, just dwelling in the sweetness of that moment of that could have went wrong, but you didn't get caught, and no harm, no foul at that point when you realize something is not good for you and you move away from it. At that point, that's the end of it. You moved away from it. So you just sit in the sweetness of that moment, knowing that the world is your oyster. You can create anything new that you like at this point. And I think that's the sweetness of that moment. What do I want next? Who do I want next? What qualities do I want to choose next? You begin your journey on that. It is a very sweetness. It's a peacefulness now that you don't have to do this anymore. That's gone. That's over. Now it's time to build something new. And it's really, you look at how much, options, how many options you have at this moment it's wide open at this point. The whole world is yours now that when you move away from something that was, not good for you. I like it. I like it. May be quiet this week for you. May just be in some reflection of building yourself up and strengthening yourself to be ready for the next thing that's coming towards you, and knowing what you want this time and knowing exactly what you need this time. I think is coming in for you, Cancer. Some great understanding of your emotions coming in this week. Good reading. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know. Let's give it to, I'm looking for my time frames. I've learned to not give out time frames, but I'm looking for the winter solstice as we are strengthening ourselves up in relationships. We had the fall equinox. I mark my next big venture for the summer, for the winter solstice, because that's usually how energetically things play out around planetary alignments, around the full moon, the new moon. New moon will be, I want to say around the 8th of this month, the 8th or 9th of November, will be a new beginning in certain areas of our lives. So just check your astrology charts is the best way to see what energy is coming in, and then kind of energetically you can gauge how you plan stuff. It is a little cheat book for me. It's knowing your astrology, knowing the alignments really does help you gauge, okay, I got power behind this. I got this in my career sector. Is it a good time to do this based off the energies? That really works for me. That really works. Yeah. That's how it goes. If you need to book a personal, do so. In the description box below, I will leave my info. Need to book a personal. Thank you for checking in. Till next time.